Hi, my name is Doris Chen. I'm a staff engineer and technology evangelist at Sun Microsystems. I'm going to show you how to develop a Mashup application in about 5 minutes. Here, I'm going to use St. Petersburg's major sightseeing and extraction as an example. So the technology I'm going to use is Ajax. I will use a container called Webtop container. On the back end, I'm going to use Google Gear, and you could also apply to MySQL. I'm using Yahoo Restful web service, Flickr service, and also many interesting Ajax widgets such as Google, Flickr, Dojo, and so on. I'm using NetBeans IDE 6.5, and I'm going to use GlassFish v3 as my backend server. Now, let's get started with. So, we actually could use the NetBeans new project wizard to create a new project, like I've done already. And I'm actually going to use the template, which is provided by Webtop as an index page. So what I did here is just putting something like a beautiful St. Petersburg and take all the default. And now we have a very primitive kind of like a project. And then let's deploy it and run it. So by run files, I'm actually compile everything. Oh boy, this deployment is so fast. Let's actually go back to show you. So you can see the particular project is already deployed onto the GlassFish v3, and then it's actually automatically open a browser for you. So you could see this is a pretty empty page, nothing really there. I'm actually going to use a widget container provided here, and you can see a lot of interesting widgets you could use. So for this Mashup application, I would like to use a TagCrowd. TagCrowd will actually serve like a search engine to search the particular tag you're interested through the Flickr service. I will show you more detail later. Another one will be interesting is image flow, so you can see a collection of images in this widget. And a Mashup application, especially for sightseeing, we need a Google map. And also, we could have some video to go with that. Alright, so I picked all the necessary widgets I think I need for this mashup. Let me continue on that. Okay, I'm going to start with the TagCrowd. As you can see, this is a little like a search engine. I'm going to click on the GlassFish tag, and it will go through the network through the Flickr API, and you will see all the GlassFish related content here. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this TagCrowd a little more interesting. So I'm going to add some background color into it. And also, instead of take all the default setting, I'm going to actually enter my customized tag. And it's all in JSON data. I will talk about that in more detail later. So now you will see all the major sightseeings are listed here as all the tags in the TagCrowd. Okay, so the idea here is I click on those tags, the image will pop up in this image flow. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this image flow widgets a little better. I'm going to add my customer photos into it. So I'm going to change the background color. And I'm also going to change the caption colors. Make this a little bigger. Add some customized photo set, which I will explain this JSON file in more detail later. Boom! I have my St. Petersburg's sightseeing pictures ready. Now, for now, I just configured all the look and feel, all the content of the widgets. How do I make all the 4 widgets talk to each other? Those are the actual implementation embedded in the JSON data I just entered. I'm going to explain about that later. So first, let's take a look. Suppose if I click on this Peter and Paul fortress, and what you will see here is the Peter and Paul's fortress is going to show up in the image flow. At the same time, this is a real Google map. It will show you the location of this landmark, and obviously you could play with the setting of the zoom, play with different map setting. And it will show you exactly the name of this location. All right. At the same time, video also played with the associated content. So it would be
The
more
Peter
fun. You will
and
see
Paul Fortress, the historic center
all the
of
tags,
bizarre
and you
city
also
of St.
see the
Petersburg,
picture, the
is
Google
located
location,
on Rabbit Island,
and video.
within the mouth
So this
of
is
the
really a
Neva
mashup.
River.
So let's go back to talk about what kind of code I put here. So first, let's talk about the tag. So let's make it bigger. So the tag, let's use this example, Peter and Paul Fortress. So I enter the label, put the weight as the size of the font, and then I use some technology called topic. Topic basically is something you actually need to subscribe and publish event for it. So we use this for the image flow, and you associate it with a unique ID. In this case, is W1, and this W1 is going to coordinate with all different 4 widgets later on. So this is for the tag content. So after we click on that tag, it's going to push this event into the image flow. So let's take a look what's in the flow.json. So inside of flow.json, again, we take this ID, same W1, and we're going to fit into this particular image for the fortress. And at the same time, we do 2 more things here. It will propagate the event into this topic called JMarky font location, which will show you how do I implement it later on, and to give the location of this particular fortress. It's like any kind of address you could enter for Google. And another one you do is you push this event into the Flash Player widget so that it is going to play the fortress video for you. Okay, so one last thing before we go back to our application. So how do we implement this final location? So you define it, you subscribe the event into this final location. At the same time, you implement a final location JavaScript. So this JavaScript function is actually going to take the message, which is an address, convert it using Yahoo geocoder into XY coordinates, and making an Ajax call. So after Ajax call, you're going to plot this coordinates using the plot map, which is a pre-written package inside a web container. And then we've done with implementation. So you could see just like 60 lines of code with 2 JSON data, we basically finish this implementation for this mashup. Okay, so let's go back and let's have more fun. So how about let's try something like Hermitage. So again, you will see location, image, video, and the other one I really like to see is St. Petersburg. I really want to visit Petersburg again this time. So again, location, Petersburg, video, and then towards night, usually I like to actually see something ballet. So go to Mariinsky Hall, to show you where in the map is, and the program is Swan Lake, one of my favorite. Okay, so this actually concludes the demo of this mashup application. So the idea here is you could use a Webtop container and then leverage all the nice widgets into one, and then using very simple JSON data format to finish implementing this application. And thank you very much.